afternoon, safety zoners, and we are back for another STEM ditty. Now, throughout the month of June, we're going to be looking at the T in STEM, and that is technology. Now, technology is a wonderful thing. It has enriched our lives and obviously has made the period of time in lockdown the whole lot easier by being able to communicate with each other. But it is a double-edged sword. For being able to communicate with people, you're able to you're able to pass on misinformation over the web. Over the last couple of years, there's been a growing cause of people genuinely believing that the earth is flat. They're able to pass this message on because of technology, because of the internet. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw this right back at them. We're going to show you very simple ways in which you can just harness a little bit of technology, okay? That's maybe a set of binoculars to be able to disprove some of the mysteries that you see on the internet. And that is the theory that the earth is flat, which it isn't. We've known it for 2,000 years. So I've got some very simple diagrams to show you, which using technology, you can disprove how this is thought of. Okay, so the piece of technology I would like you to harness to disprove this myth that you may have heard on the internet that the earth is flat is binoculars. And how we're going to prove the earth is flat via some very, very simple means. First of all, okay, go to the coast. Now, what I want you to do is when you're able to do so is you can go to the seaside and you'll see here's a boat with a mast. Now this wee person here, because I've depicted the earth as it is looking at a boat, and this is their field of vision, a cone. Now, as you'll notice, if you watch a boat with a mast or any large vessel sail off into the distance, this part of the boat seems to sink and this part of the boat stays tall. Now, that's because the earth is round and the boat disappears over the horizon. So what I've done is I've marked up the field of vision on here, okay? And we're going to move the boat a second. Oh, one last thing. I've also marked up the mast. There's a little line behind it. You'll see why in a second. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, so we're back. Now, I've moved the ship, let's say it's gone towards the horizon, and the field of vision has already sort of changed. Okay, the top part of the cone, that completely misses that. The middle bit is now going up to the top of what was the previous part, and the bottom bit is lost. Now, if I lift this part up, all I've done is drawn the hull, the hull stays the same. Okay, so I've drawn that. But the ship is now appearing that the hull is now a lot less wider. Okay, and let's sail this boat off, well off into the horizon. As the boat disappears off into the horizon, the field of view now touches that. So that will appear that the boat is just that deep. Well, as we know, it's all the way that deep. I have recorded the size of the mast by drawing underneath it. There we go. So this curve having drawn the size of the mast, I've just quickly drawn, and that depicts that the mast is remaining the same size but is disappearing off into the horizon because it's disappearing into the hull. If it was on a flat earth, okay, So that's it setting off on a flat earth. Well, actually no, sorry, that's a lie. Let's make it fair, we don't want any complaints. So that's a boat setting off on a flat earth. That's it leaving Europe. And that's it where the Mount Everest is. So you'd be able to completely see the boat from wherever it travels on the world if the world was flat. There we have a very, very simple way of using technology that is simple, telescope or binoculars, to dispel one of the myths that have been passed around by technology that is growing. Now, it may sound stupid in the year 2020 to be able to feel the need to address the shape of the Earth, but believe me, a quick Google search, this is growing. So leave it up to yourselves. When you're able to do so, you can go to the sun side, use a simple telescope or binoculars and just watch a boat sail off. This will be able to disprove that the Earth is flat by watching the boat sail off into the horizon as if going over the curvature. Okay, so I'll leave that one with you. I'm going to make a few more videos to do this as well. So stay safe. Peace.